This is going to be a very special reading for 2020. We're going to look into three major things that are going to happen to you in the next year. And we will do this, of course, for each zodiac sign. Before starting, I want to thank everyone for a beautiful 2019. We did over 3 million views, which is absolutely crazy. I would have never expected something like that to happen. So I am really grateful. I would love to thank each one of you, and not just for the views, but for the likes, for the very kind and beautiful comments. I really couldn't ask for a better audience, and thank you so much, seriously. So we will go in order from Aries, Taurus, Gemini, down to all the other signs. I will definitely leave the timestamps in the description. Also, YouTube added this new feature where you can subscribe, or better, you can become a member of a specific YouTube channel. And once you do that, you have access to exclusive content. In this case, it's going to be access to all the extended videos, all of them, not just for one sign, but all of them, and not just for 1 month, but all the ones that have ever been made. All you need to do, if you're on desktop, is to click on the join button. And if you're on mobile, I'll just add and include the URL in order to become a member. Feel free to check it out and see if it's something that might be of interest for you. Let's start with Aries. Let's see what the cards are showing as far as three major events that will happen to you in 2020. Good start. Great. Perfect. All right, so I see that perhaps the main energy surrounding you for next year is definitely going to be an energy that brings clarity into any sort of situation that you will experience in 2020. What we have here with the Queen of Swords, it's definitely someone or something that will help you out getting to the root of any sort of issues or any sort of situations that you are going through next year. You won't be surrounded by confusion, by people that are saying something but then they're doing something else. It seems as though you will have a really straightforward year where things will happen and you will always be aware of why they're happening, what something is coming from, without having to deal with people that are just trying to lie to you or to just make you believe something that it's not there. So right off the bat, to me, that's absolutely a great energy to have around, because at least you know what's happening around you. At least you know what you have to do if to keep pursuing something, or just letting go of that specific thing or person in case it's not something that you want to invest your energy and your time in. So great energy surrounding your whole year. And then one of the first things that we see as the first event, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And what a great way to start a year, with a beautiful and very promising door opening up for you. With the Ace of Pentacles, we have great potential for security, stability, and definitely something that will be presented to you, which will have the ability to really grow into a beautiful outcome. Something that perhaps you cannot even imagine at this point in time, but here it is behind this door. You see all this shine, all this beautiful light, which is really just a symbol of something that is going to be abundant, something that is going to make you happy and make you feel fulfilled, which is definitely one of the most important things. So to me, this is really representing perhaps a brand new job, a brand new opportunity, but also since the Pentacles represent a treasure, anything that is a treasure for you, you will have access to at this point in time. Treasure could be a relationship with someone, a person that you're trying to manifest into your life. And this will be that start, going out to spend time together, meeting each other, texting each other, and feeling as though the other person is interested in you. But also, since it's Pentacles, I'll have to mention that this could be work, or it could be a brand new house, an opportunity in general that will make a big impact on the year to come, on all 2020, especially because this is happening at the beginning and the cards are showing it immediately. It means that at the beginning of the year, something will happen which will really shape the rest of the months, the rest of the year for you. So this is a promise of abundance. It's a new cycle, and it's beautiful to see it because it really makes you feel as though at this point in time, you will be able to achieve anything you set your mind to. And right here, you start seeing things happening. Instead of just planning, just waiting, you start seeing some of the results. And of course, it's an ace. It's the start. It's nothing major yet, but it's definitely showing you that you are on the right path and that the universe is working in your favor right here. And now, one of the next major events, it's represented by the Knight of Cups. And this is one of my favorite cards in the deck, just because of the beautiful emotional energy that this card brings to you. We have here someone showing up into your life, someone that is going to bring a lot of emotion to you, someone who will make you feel as though you are the only person walking on this planet, because the way they will treat you, the way they will talk to you, and they will act around you, it will really make you feel beautiful, unique, special. That's what the Knight of Cups does for you. And this, in my opinion, is going to be a person that will bring a lot of love to you in the next year. It might be someone you already know, or it might be someone brand new. But regardless, next year you will have a major relationship, starting with this Knight of Cups. Someone very charming, very sorry about that, very romantic, someone who follows their heart, and often they make decisions that are not based on rational thinking, just because their main nature is to follow their heart. And whenever they feel attached to someone, they will do anything that it takes in order to show them how much they care about them. And so definitely a very exciting time, a very beautiful relationship. Maybe in your past you haven't experienced something so passionate and intense with someone, but in the next year you will. This might be someone from another country. It might be someone traveling to you in order to see you. And definitely a person that will go the distance in order to make you understand how much they care about you. So this is going to be great, because here we have both the economic growth, but also we have a great relationship, a very fulfilling connection that can give you a lot of things that perhaps you never had before. So far this is looking absolutely great. And then with the last event that we have from the cards, we have the Seven of Wands. So with this card, we have leadership. We have someone talented, definitely a lot of enthusiasm, and in general, working for general good. Someone selfless, protective, but also what we have here is a growth. What I see from this card is someone who's learning to standing up for themselves, defending themselves, defending the people or the things that they really care about. Someone who is learning to be independent and at the same time sharing the love, sharing everything that they have with the people that they care about. So I do get positive messages from this card, especially seeing what we had seen so far. I do believe that perhaps by the end of the year, you will have worked and created a very important position for yourself. And so right here, I just see you working for that position, making sure that you're taking care of perhaps people, teams around you, something absolutely beautiful. I have to be honest, because from this once, all I'm getting is the passion for what you're doing, which is really priceless. And I do get some sort of connection with this Ace of Pentacles. Also because of the colors of the card, there is some sort of connections in between these two energies. Something that started at the beginning of the year will be already grown by the end of the year. Something major that sees you as the main protagonist of this situation. So I do see beautiful things. I didn't get any warning, any message about be careful about specific things in the next year. We just have a brand new and beautiful major opportunity at some point, which will be paired up with a beautiful relationship with this Knight of Cups, who will really make you feel in ways you've never felt before. And by the end of the year, I see someone who's already very established, someone busy, of course, that has to deal with a lot of different things, but it's all things that they are passionate about. So I'm really happy seeing what you have coming up ahead. And I will do a extended reading on these 3 cards for you, and you will be able to find the link to the video down below in the description. Let's now look in the 3 major events happening for my Taurus. Let me shuffle a couple more times and then I'll grab 3 cards. All right. Six of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and the main energy that we have for you next year, the Emperor. So with this card, we definitely have some sort of structure and power. Someone very responsible and protective. So what I'm getting from this card is that next year you will be able to really be in control of yourself, of your environment. You will be able to make decisions for yourself without having to depend on someone else. And I do believe that this will make you happy, because Taurus is always a sign that wants to be in charge of themselves. They don't want to depend on other people, depend on whenever they want to be around for them, depend on their mood. Taurus is a strong and beautiful sign that needs to be independent. I definitely know that. And with this card, we do have a message for next year telling you, regardless of what you're going through, you will always be in charge of yourself, always feel as though you can make your own decision without having to wait for other people to be there for you. And so right off the bat, I like this message and I hope you do too. There is something happening major right here with the 6 of Wands. As you might know, the 6 of Wands is being publicly recognized about something. if you have been trying to work on something that you didn't see the results so far, you've been trying perhaps to apply for a job, or if you're an actor or a singer, trying to be recognized, trying to be seen. And this could be, of course, in the work environment, but also on a relationship level. If you have someone thinking, if you have been thinking about someone who so far didn't act in a way that made you feel that they are seeing you in a way, they know that you're there, they're not showing interest so far. With the Six of Wands, we have that turning point for you. Someone who finally is acting as though you are under the spotlight. You are the VIP, you are the star, and they're showing you passion, desire. And so this is great, because now it's showing you that regardless of what the situation entails here and how it will resonate with you, something that you've been working on, hoping for, right here is bringing you success. It's taking you to a place where people will admire you. People will definitely show interest towards you. Just like when you see someone walking down the street, someone maybe famous that you've seen on TV, you just look at them, you're like, oh my God, I wish I could talk to them. I wish I could spend some time with them, because they just look amazing, look great. They're so accomplished. They have everything that they wanted. It's just inspiring. And this is exactly the result of an event that will happen to you in 2020. So, which will also bring you a lot of confidence and will make you feel powerful. Back to the Emperor right there, a position, an achievement that really has the potential to give something to you that you have dreamed of, that you have worked for so hard. And right here, you finally see the results of all of that. You see this person is traveling towards the sun, which means that you know deep inside that what's gonna come ahead from now on is just something beautiful, warm, that will make you feel happy, will make you feel fulfilled. You're going towards a completion of a cycle, which is definitely inspiring, and it's making you feel as though you can achieve anything that you want in life. Now, when you do have that sort of exposure, you do get all sorts of energy into your life. The good, but perhaps sometimes also the bad. This is nothing that should concern you, nothing that should make you worried, absolutely. But the cards are saying that one thing that you might experience after being exposed like this is also some people that will try to take advantage of you. They will try perhaps to use you in order to be seen as well. Someone who admires you so much, but the way they express their passion, their love towards you, it's not really healthy for you. Their language of love, I do get the message here that it can be toxic. But keep in mind that regardless of what we said earlier, regardless of what is happening to you this year, you will always be in full control. So people might try to take advantage of you, but you are the Emperor this year. You will not let them take advantage of you, treat you poorly, or jeopardize all the results that you had so far. Absolutely not. So with this Five of Wands, we have some sort of instability, some sort of energy that is trying to ruin this beautiful Six of Wands. But trust me when I say that they will not succeed at all. Absolutely not. So don't worry too much about this. Just be aware. Knowledge is power. And so you are in power this year. And as long as you know, A, that this might happen at some point, and B, that it will not have any sort of impact on you and on your current situation, you will be fine. So don't worry too much about it. Now, of course, when we are exposed and when people in a way they see us, whether it is on TV or just on social media, showing some of our results, some of the things that are happening to you this year, a lot of people will see us. Maybe some people from the past as well. And why do I say this? I say this because of the Six of Cups. First of all, I'm glad to see that we went from a 6 back to a 5, but then we're going back up to a 6. Regardless of the message of the card, the numbers are very independent here, and they also have their own message, which also means that we're going back to stability. And this is a confirmation of what we were saying. Regardless of what this 5 is trying to bring to you, they will not succeed, and you will go back to a normal, balanced stability here with the 6. Now let's go to the message of this card. As you know, Six of Cups is a card that talks about feeling nostalgic, looking back into the past and missing some of the things, some of the situations, sometimes some of the people that showed up and we had in the past. So I do get the sense from what we were saying earlier that someone, some ex maybe, will reach out and will just tell you, hey, I've seen you, I've seen what you have achieved, I am so proud of you. I definitely get the sense from this card that this person might be a little bit shy in doing so. Perhaps because of what happened in the past with them. But regardless, they will quietly try to come back into your life. Also, one message that I just got is this person is not connected with the 501s at all. This is not one of the people that will try perhaps to take advantage. So that is something that I wanted to mention. This person is just someone really sweet that feels a little... They feel definitely small right next to you, especially after you go through that 6 of Wands. Now, this person might be someone you do not want by your side. And so keep in mind that whenever you hear messages such as your ex will come back and your body immediately goes nuts and you feel as though you do not want your ex, no, this message is not for me, this message, I don't want this to happen. Well, you said it and you're right. This message might not be for you. Cards can really be interpreted in so many ways. And with the 6 of Cups, we might just have a brand new relationship with someone brand new who is either a soulmate, someone you already had a relationship with in a previous life, or again, someone who reminds you of someone familiar. So this connection might just feel familiar to you because they might look like someone from the past, behave like someone from the past, have the same name of someone from the past. So really, it will be up to you to interpret this message. But to go to the original message that we were talking about, definitely a person who misses you, who wants to be with you, who wants to connect emotionally with you once again. And since this card appeared right here, right now, as one of the 3 major events happening to you, it might be something that will have some sort of important impact on you. The way you feel, the way you will see this person. I do get the sense that a lot of time has passed. So you might want to give it another shot, see who they are today, and show them who you are today, especially after all of these beautiful achievements that you will receive next year, that you will go through next year. This is a great and very interesting year, 2020, that you have ahead, and I'm really, really happy for you. Now, these 3 cards gave us plenty of messages, but I'll keep going with this reading. I will create an extended reading based on these 3 cards. What are you achieving? Who are these people trying to take advantage of you? And who is this person coming back into your life? And you can find the link to the extended video down below in the description. Gemini, beautiful Gemini. Let's see what cards we have for you, talking about major events happening to you in 2020. Let me shuffle a couple more times and then we will get 3 cards for you. All right. Ten of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, the Star. And the general energy that we have right here is the Five of Pentacles. So let's look into this Five of Pentacles right here. Right off the bat, I do not get a negative energy towards you, around you in this case. With the Five of Pentacles, as you know, we have someone who feels left out from a situation, isolated. But I do perceive this being someone who's just missing you, someone who's thinking about you and will think about you for the whole year. So this is I could tell that this is someone who you recently broke up with, but honestly, this could be a situation that happened in the past. It could be also years in the past. But for some reason, in 2020, this person will think about you intensely, and they get the perception that in a way you abandoned them. They think about those times, those days that they have spent with you, and the more they think about you, the more they just want to go back in time and experience all of that once again, regardless of the fact that they know that the outcome of this situation was not happy. They would give everything that they have in order to go back and experience even just one more night with you. So in a way, their energy will perhaps impact your year as well. Now, this could be because they will reach out, they will, let's see, maybe create some troubles in a way, trying to talk to you, trying to talk to your friends, trying to get your attention somehow, or just perhaps because this person, you still feel a connection with this person, but you are definitely feeling conflicted here. And you're trying to understand if you should follow your heart or if you just follow your mind and do what's right. So one thing that we see here is definitely some sort of breakup. With the Ten of Swords, we have the end of a cycle that brought you a lot of struggles. Someone who perhaps acted as though they had your best interest at heart, but it didn't turn out that way. Someone who perhaps backstabbed you, betrayed, and someone who really inflicted a deep wound. Now, what you're feeling here is that, yes, I might have lost them, but you know what? If this is what I've lost, I'm happy that I did. I don't need this sort of energy in my life. This is not something that I want to carry over in 2020. So what this card to me is bringing to the table is a realization. You realizing how powerful, beautiful, and independent you are. You don't have to carry this energy and this sort of these people with you if they're not serving you anymore, if they're not giving you anything positive, anything that you are wanting from life and from connection, from relationships. So we see here that there is no more pain coming from that source. Start over. And this is a good message in my opinion, but when this person will see that now you are really moving on, that you really don't care about this connection anymore, they will experience this Five of Pentacles right here. I do get the sense that this might have been a player, someone who played games, perhaps also a soccer player or someone who plays sports. But mainly what the message is saying is they have tested you, they have really brought you to the limit. And now they realize that everything that they have done worked against themselves. Now for the first time, they see how wrong they were about a lot of things. And perhaps it's too late. Okay? So this is someone that was not careful with your heart, that was not mature. I definitely get that. They were not in control of their actions. They were not in control of the things they were saying. And someone who perhaps didn't realize that they did want a long-lasting relationship from life, from you. And so I do get the sense that other people were involved. Other people or other energies, other things, distractions that brought this relationship and connection to an end. So this realization, it's going to be something major. It's going to be major for you because it's going to give you a lot of power, a lot of power. It's going to be major for you because it's going to determine the end of this painful cycle. No more of this, enough. And also, it's going to be major because it's going to trigger something in this other person that perhaps will still need to be worked out throughout this year. Now, I do not get any more messages from this person from now on. What I do get is a brand new entry into your life with this Knight of Pentacles. A new knight, a new person, someone who's going to be the opposite of what you experienced so far. Now, we have said how that Ten of Swords, how that person seemed to be someone all over the place. Their energy was not thought out. They would just do whatever they wanted to do whenever they wanted to do it. They didn't care about how that could have impacted you or someone else around them. They didn't have a plan. They just wanted to act quick and do whatever they wanted. Now, with this Knight of Pentacles, instead, we have someone who moves very slow instead. They move always. They constantly move. They're consistent. But every single step is really thought out. And in automatic, this is bringing you a lot of stability. This is someone who wants to build a protection around you. I just got a message that perhaps this could be someone that this person also knows. That's why also this Five of Pentacles. This person from the past, they know everything that you are doing at this point in time this year. Every single move with this person right here, they are aware of. And this could be because either they know each other or because you're posting pictures or you're saying things to people that you know in common. So it might be different for everyone, but the main thing that we have here is someone who is protecting you from this person as well. I do get the sense that this person is working around you in a way, building this protection. They're definitely saying, this is my treasure. This is someone that I want to protect and I want to make them feel safe. So I'll take care of everything. I'll take care of anything that it needs to be taken care of in order to be successful at that. And they're consistent. They're always there. They're always looking out for you. And we definitely have someone committed here, reliable, someone who is not afraid to take the challenge. Not at all. Very mature, very different from this other person that we've seen right there. And I'm glad to see that, because after knowing what you went through and how this person treated you, how they made you feel, you didn't deserve any of this. And so all you can do, all that you have the power to do, is realizing how beautiful and special you are, which will take you to a place where you will get rid of this energy that you really don't need. And so once you've done that, you make room for the good instead. It's sort of a death energy there. getting rid of something to make room for something else. And in this case, you're getting rid of the negative to make room for the positive. And here it is, wanting to make sure that you have everything you need, wanting to make sure that you are feeling fulfilled as well. This is a very nurturing energy that I'm getting from that card. And you deserve all of it, especially considering where you're coming from. And I'm really happy to see that for you. But by the end of the year, one of the major realizations also, I keep getting this realization word, which I believe that it's a message saying that it's going to be a very spiritual year for you. And that's one of the best years you could ever have, because once you know what's inside of you, you really have the power to shape the world around you. So that is a very profound year that you have ahead, very important. And I'm happy to see that for you. Now, we were saying another realization. With the star, we have a very clear confirmation of the fact that you have passed a very complicated time that we've seen with this Ten of Swords. That's all over with. Now, we have seen it already over here with the Ten of Swords. But what we see here is more of a environment change. You're not going to see that person anymore. You're not going to do the things that you were doing with them anymore. It's more environment. With the star instead, we have a full end of a cycle and getting over this situation, a resolution inside of yourself as well. You've suffered enough. And so what you have here with the star is purification, renewal, and faith, especially with this person now by your side. The dark moments have passed. Enough of all of that. Now we have all these beautiful stars surrounding you, and each star is a beacon of light, hope. It's definitely something beautiful that makes you feel as though you're finally moving forward, following those stars in the dark as they were a lighthouse. And also feeling as though you perhaps don't need to control all these people anymore, all these situations anymore. Che sarà, sarà, we say in Italian. So you really have this beautiful energy within yourself, just taking care of what you have today. Enjoying the people that you have around and that want to really see you happy, and forgetting about everything else instead. Very beautiful spiritual year. I want to see more into this person from the past, but especially this Knight of Pentacles. What are they bringing to your 2020? And how this general outcome, the star, will shape the years to come. I'll be continuing this reading in the extended video, and you can find the link to the video down below in the description. Alright, Cancers, let's looking into your 3 major events that are going to happen to you in 2020. We have, the cards are just coming down like rain. But before starting that, I'll have to acknowledge and thank you all so much for all your views in 2019. You definitely have been the sign with most views, consistent. And so I really want to thank you for the bottom of my heart. And I thank you for the trust that you put in me and in my messages. First of all, for 2020, we have a beautiful card. A card that if I could pick one as a general energy, definitely would be this one. Wheel of Fortune. So for 2020, you know that regardless of what we're going to see in these messages right here, you will be surrounded by good luck constantly throughout the whole year. Anything that will happen next year will be something that will change your life for the years to come as well. This is a turning point. This is a time where you will start seeing things and experiencing things that will stick with you for a very, very long time. And they will shape your future, they will shape you as a person, how you feel about certain things into your life, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about specific experiences that you might already have seen or experienced before, but now instead they have this brand new energy and everything will seem easier. I definitely get this message. Finally, things will happen in a more smooth way, and I do get the sense that perhaps so far instead you've had to fight a lot for different things, and not always you've seen the results that you were expecting to see. But right here with the Wheel of Fortune, we definitely have good luck, and we have the universe immediately telling you, look, you are going to have a fantastic year. And a lot of things will probably also be out of control. With the Wheel of Fortune, you see either positive or negative things that you cannot control, because this is a major arcana. This is an energy coming from the universe that you cannot control. It's greater forces at play here. In your specific case, the card is upright, so it's going to be good not having control over these energies, because they're going to be all positive, and you wouldn't want to control all the beautiful things that are going to happen to you anyway, especially when they are so beautiful and when they are exactly what you want them to be, and even better. So with the first card as the first major event perhaps that is going to happen to you, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now this card talks about a warm, loving home, protection, someone taking care of you, or perhaps you taking care of someone. Now, of course, this is general reading, so I'm going to look into multiple messages that could come from this card. And one of them, it could definitely be moving into a brand new home, something or somewhere that really makes you feel as though you are home. This is not a house, this is a home where perhaps you'll be surrounded by people that you really truly love, that you care for, and who care about you a lot. This is a very nurturing energy, a balanced connection in between two or multiple people where everyone makes sure that the other person or people have everything that they need. This is a very beautiful energy that anyone could wish for to have around, because whenever you feel so loved and so cared for, your whole environment, your whole perception of the world and of yourself changes in a positive way. And so right here we definitely have someone also that is self-made. Again, I did get the sense right here that perhaps you have been working hard on something, waiting for something, and with the Queen of Pentacles, we see all of those results finally showing up as well. Someone who knows that they're self-made and they're proud of it. And not only because of the effort that they put into, they're proud of that, but also they're finally happy to see the results coming up to life. And so this is absolutely beautiful. Now, regarding other messages that we get from this card, it could definitely be that you are building a family, you are having children, or someone around you who's very important for you is going to have children. It could also be pets, something very major that is going to bring you a lot of love, and it's going to make your year start in a very positive note where you feel that love, that protection that everyone would want. So this is great to see right here. And what we see is also the fact that this is going to be a brand new experience, something you have never experienced before, and something that will really take you to a brand new path. Now, this Fool could be connected to the Queen of Pentacles or could be its own event as well. Now, with the Fool, we have something brand new starting for you. Something that, as we were saying, I'm gonna repeat that as well, you haven't experienced so far into your life. You will be able here to get rid of a very heavy baggage, let go of something. And this is going to be major because it's going to set you free of those chains that perhaps you carried throughout all 2019. And so right here, also thanks to this energy right here supporting you and making you feel beautiful, special, cared for, you are working out that strength that will allow you to embark in a new journey. This could take you really anywhere, and it's going to be something that can and will change your life completely. You're starting a brand new cycle which will give you a brand new life, in a way, a life that you have perhaps dreamed of, a life that you have envisioned, trying to manifest. And here it is, the start of that cycle, the start of that life. You will feel confident in taking risks here. So you are able to do that whenever you have a strong foundation, whenever you have support here. This might be the biggest event in the year, but the other card is showing up because it's probably going to be part of the same major event with the Fool. Because if you don't have a strong foundation, you perhaps will not be able to feel confident in taking risks, in letting go of something that is not working for you anymore. And now instead, you're able to do all of that. And it's good. It's time for you to go through that. 2020, it really seems exciting so far because we mainly don't know where you're going, but we know that wherever you are going is going to be successful, and it's going to start off this new cycle, perhaps this new life that you were hoping for, dreaming for. So wherever you're going and whatever is going to happen to you with that Fool card, it's definitely going to keep you busy. Let's just go through the main meaning of the Two of Pentacles. As you see here, we have someone sitting on the wall, juggling in between two pentacles that could really be two opposite energies. We have some sort of balance here. 2 is a very balanced number, and we also see two, as we were saying, two aspects of your life in balance right here. Multitasking, but also someone who can really adapt really quickly into any sort of situation. What I get from this card is that realization where you will understand how strong you are, how powerful you are, and how much more you can still achieve regardless of how many things already you have achieved here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool, of course. So I do get the sense that you will grow into your power. You will grow into this new person thanks also to this stable foundation that you have. Someone who will realize how much they're capable of, how much they can actually create around them. And as you see, this person is sitting on this wall as sitting on a stable foundation, which takes me back to that Queen of Pentacles. It's a very positive message. It's something that not only will be important in 2020, but what we see here is all about changing your life forever, for the years to come. And so keep your focus on the things that you want. Keep working towards the goals that you want to manifest, because whatever is happening now in 2020, it's really going to shape the rest of your life, the rest of your future. So let's look more into what it is that this Fool is going to bring to you. What is this new journey going to look like for you, and where is going to take you in 2020, month by month. So I will be continuing this reading in the extended video, and you can find the link to the video down below in the description. Alright, Leo, let's look into 3 major events that are going to happen for you in 2020. Alright, 1 card already flew out. Let's see what else do we get. I want to get 2 more cards. Alright. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, and 6 of Pentacles. As the main energy, we see the 8 of Pentacles here. And what a beautiful card. We definitely see here that if you have been working on something very hard and you have been patient, waiting for the results to come up to the surface, well, this is going to be the year 2020 where you will finally start seeing the results of your hard work. With the 8 of Pentacles, as you see here, we have someone still taking care of certain things, but they already can see the results. They can already see all this abundance growing around them. If you have spent a year, or perhaps even more, working, putting the seeds into the ground for whatever is important to you, it could be a work environment situation, it could be a relationship, it could be building a home, building a house, building a family, anything that is important to you. In 2020, you will start seeing all the results of all the things that you have worked hard for. And so I think that's already a very good start, especially for someone hardworking like you. So you're able right here to see the things that you were envisioning for probably a very long time. And that's going to help. It's going to give you that boost, that fuel in order to work even harder and do even more. Now, as the first major event, we do have the Queen of Swords. What do we see with this card? We see someone who, in general, doesn't want to be too vulnerable. They seem cold at times, but it's just because they want to make sure that they're getting straight to the truth of the matter. Often this person doesn't seem very vulnerable, although it's a queen. It's someone very in touch with their emotions instead, someone who is very nurturing. But in order to nurture, in order to take care of certain things in certain situations, the Queen of Swords knows that often you need to be a little bit more straightforward and at times a little bit colder in order to take care of certain things, in order to make sure and ensure that the people around her have everything that they need, which perhaps at times can be not what they want, but definitely it is going to be what they need. Now, this energy could be talking about someone around you who's acting this way, or you deciding that certain things need to be handled differently. You are probably coming from a time where there has been a lot of confusion around you regarding a specific matter. But in this case, instead, we have a very first major event for 2020, which is already telling you that whatever is going to happen next after this Queen of Swords energy comes into your life, it's going to be clear to you. It's going to really take you straight to the point, and it's not going to waste your time anymore. If this is someone around you instead that you're trying to figure out why they are being cold, why they're not showing you more love and more passion, just keep in mind that, as we said, this person loves you very, very much. Also, if you're a cross watcher or if this energy belongs to the other person, we have someone who cares about you deeply. Their language of love, the way they show love, it's a little bit different from yours, perhaps. They want to ensure again that you have everything that you need on top of having everything that you want. And so they have a vision for you, for the two of you together. And right here we have them working hard, sometimes also by looking like they are the bad guy and risking that you are going to detach from them. But they know that that's not as important as having you being safe, protected, and having you around the things that you need at all times. So I know that it might be complicated to understand this person, or if this is you, someone is trying to understand where you're really coming from and how you really feel towards them. But regardless of where this energy is coming from, I do see a lot of love here. I do see someone who cares a lot, and they're just trying to do whatever it takes in order to serve the other person in the best way possible. Now, this person or someone new, this will be depending on your situation, very soon will change their approach. Perhaps that coldness that we were talking about might drive you far from this person, away from this person, because as a Leo especially, you are passionate. You are someone who wants to see that love and that care, and they want to see it clearly with passion, with words, not just with actions. And so what we have here, in my opinion, is someone who's changing their main attitude towards you from just trying to be the best that they can in order to provide for you, sometimes also by hurting you, perhaps, with the Queen of Swords. Instead, right here, we have now someone who is going to be obsessed about you. Page of Swords is all about being obsessed with an idea, with someone, and they need answers. They need to understand what is happening on a very deep level. They don't care only about seeing pictures, for example, of you, reading messages about you. They need to know what you think deep inside yourself, in your soul. This Page of Swords, they ask questions. They just go from one source to the other because they need to understand, where are you? What are you doing? What are you thinking? How are you feeling about this? How are you feeling about that? It's very restless. They move very fast. And of course, they also have a very sharp tongue, just like the Queen of Swords does. But the Queen of Swords is more in charge of her actions, the way she feels, and it's more mature, of course. Well, we have here someone who's regressing a little bit. They're going backwards, and mainly because perhaps they realize that their language of love is not compatible with yours. So if at first the major event that we've seen is your realization that someone might not be in love with you or care for you, when instead we've seen that it's just their way of showing love, the second event that we see is this change in behavior for this person. Right now, instead, they're absolutely obsessed about you, and they will not be able to hide it anymore. This is something that will come up to the surface, because mainly this Page of Swords is an energy that it's really loud. It can be all over the place, and so eventually you will find out about it. So what we have in this journey right here is a third stage of this situation with the Six of Pentacles, which definitely brings instead a lot of balance here, which, as you might imagine from what we said so far, was definitely missing. With the Six of Pentacles, we have an equal give and take in this connection, in this relationship. Whatever they are taking from you or they are giving to you, you will be able to replicate with the same sort of energy And it's just gonna be a really beautiful back and forth with someone who you have perhaps a pretty troubled history with. At first not knowing what they wanted, and then all of a sudden just being obsessed with you, perhaps making some mistakes here or there, saying things that they really didn't mean. With the Page of Swords, there are definitely an energy that it's talking about someone who might be saying things and then regretting them immediately. But it's just because they cannot control their passion that they have for you. And right here, instead, with the Six of Pentacles, we have the sunshine after the rain in a way. We have someone who is really able to understand how to handle that passion, that love. We have stability and we have abundance for sure. Having more than you need at this point. So you're just giving back and forth, receiving and giving all the times with this person who, regardless of how troubled it was so far, they definitely do care about you. Keep in mind with the Six of Pentacles, you also have a clear message from the universe saying, hey, whatever you put out there now is coming back to you. This card is definitely one of those cards that also represent the law of attraction. So keep in mind that throughout this year, whatever the challenge is, you need to have a clear vision throughout the whole year. Because as we said also with the Eight of Pentacles, you are going to manifest a lot of things. You're going to see the results of your work, which could be good work or bad work. Or translated, it could be good thoughts or bad thoughts, good visions or bad visions. Regardless of what the challenge is going to be, hold your vision, because by the end of the year, that is exactly what you're going to end up with. And sometimes it can be challenging for sure, but you are a strong person, you're a strong sign, and you have full ability to control this and to really manifest what you want for your 2020 and the years to come. Let's look more into who this person is, what they really think about you, what they really want from you, and what the outcome is going to be by the end of the year. I'll be continuing this reading in the extended version, and you can find the link to the video down below in the description. Virgo, thanks for checking out this video, and let's start seeing 3 major events, wow, that are going to happen to you in 2020. Let's pick 2 more cards for you, just a couple more shuffles. Ten of Wands, 7 of Cups. All right. So the major energy for you at the bottom of the deck for 2020 is Temperance. And this is a very good energy to have as a general energy for a whole year. Mainly because it's definitely talking about balance and harmony. You have a year that although it could present challenges, it's always going to be very harmonious. It's never going to make you experience a very hard moment or something that you feel as though you cannot handle. You have a very protective energy around you for 2020. But also, we have a time here with the Temperance where you will be able to release a lot of emotions that perhaps you have bottled up inside for a long time. You will be able here to let go of those emotions, express them to someone who you really care about. And perhaps that's going to be a fundamental change into how the year is going to play out for you. And why do I say that? Of course, because as a major event, with the first card, we have the Tower. As you might know, this card is all about getting rid of things that we do not need anymore, that do not serve us at all anymore. There is a power shift. There is a foundation that is being completely destroyed here for good. So I do sense that perhaps by the beginning of the year, the major event that we're looking at here is you realizing what's true and what's not true, seeing people for what they really are. And you also will be able here to get rid of all of the things that are not good for you anymore. And honestly, that's a good and positive message, because often some people are aware of the things that are not good for them, but they're not able to let go of them as yet. But what we see here instead is someone very strong, someone very powerful, that instead is standing up for themselves, and it's saying, you know what, I don't need to deal with this anymore. Regardless of the fact that I might be attached to this thing or to this person, it's not making me happy. And so I don't want to spend my energy and time towards it any longer. I am done with this and I'm ready for something new instead to come in. This will give you major power, like a superhero, honestly. We have a superhero here that it's able to really shape the world around them as they want it to be. And it can take work, of course, and it can be a struggle at times, yes. But the most important thing here is that you are growing and you are creating a brand new world around you completely. We have an awakening, in other words, here, which could also be about what you want for yourself, understanding what you really want from life, changing the direction completely. I do get the sense that perhaps at this point with this event, you will have a brand new realization of who you are, where you want to go, and how to achieve it as well. It's going to be groundbreaking, a groundbreaking change, of course. And I get the sense that it's going to be a welcome change, something that you're happy to receive. Although again, it can be frustrating, of course. It can be daunting, scary a little bit, just because, as we all know, when something major changes, we have to do so much in order to keep up and start sometimes all over. But I do sense some sort of excitement here. It's not something that you're trying to resist, something that you're trying to push away. And mainly because the place where you're coming from might be a place where you were not satisfied with what you had. You needed a change. You needed something big to change in order to feel excited about life, to feel excited to be alive. And here it is, coming towards you and changing everything around you, changing the world as you know it. Now, with the Ten of Wands, we have very clear message actually. The Tower can also be seen as perhaps the Fool, getting completely rid of a specific baggage and starting all over, building that foundation all over again. What I see here is that you are so consistent, so hardworking, that you will achieve a lot of results quickly, okay? With the Ten of Wands, we have a cycle that it's actually going to be pretty quick. Accomplishment, completed a journey, something that you wanted to do maybe for the longest time, but you were not ready to do. With the Tower, you got rid of something that was blocking you, was almost chaining you somewhere. You were not able to fully move and go towards that goal, do that specific thing that you wanted to do, meet a specific person, travel, move somewhere else, regardless of what that is for you. The Tower will make room for you so that you will be able to do it. But the Ten of Wands, you have that achievement immediately. I am really shocked, impressed, because it's not easy to handle the struggle of the Tower, and then right after, what do? you immediately and very quickly get to the results of the things that you wanted to manifest and see. Right here with the Ten of Wands, we have someone who got what they were searching for. And right now they are contemplating the next steps. I know that this can be seen as the burden, as the card that is really making you feel tired and too much to handle. But I do interpret that whenever this card is upside down, reversed. Right here, I just see accomplishment. I just see someone very powerful and not just about money or controlling other people. Someone who is empowered and in charge of themselves, which is not something that we should take for granted. You have a year ahead, which will start with getting rid of the things that are blocking you, making room for the things that you want to do, and right here immediately get those results. You understand that this tower could be talking about the end maybe of a relationship that you're not happy in, or not working at a specific job that was not allowing you to spend time doing something else instead that is important for you. And as soon as that happens, just quick after, you have the end of that cycle that you started here. You have the achievement, you have everything that you were hoping for, wishing for, and something that you couldn't achieve right away because of that energy that was keeping you there, not able to move. Now, with the achievement, and whenever we have accomplishments, we get to a goal, often we are approached by a lot of people, let's say, energies, opportunities maybe, that are all dependent on that major achievement that we have there and that we see there with the Ten of Wands. With the Seven of Cups, we have a lot of opportunities, a lot of choices. We often say that perhaps these choices might be not very good or might be illusions, but honestly, what I get from this card, after all this hard work that you have put into this situation, I just see that there are going to be so many choices, so many options, that at first you will just not know how to handle all of them, because of course you will know the details of all of them, and especially you will not know the outcome of all of them. This is almost like a crossroad as well, with a lot of different paths that you could walk down to, and each path, it's perhaps taking you to a brand new life, to a completely different future. And so right here, you just have a lot of them. And it's really gonna be up to you understanding where to go, which one to accept. Because of course, what we have here is a choice. And whenever you are choosing something in particular at the same time, you are rejecting everything else. And so it's really gonna be up to you. I do sense that this year is going to be beautiful for you. And it's going to require a lot of work for sure, but you're not afraid of that. You're a strong person, a strong sign, a strong character. And you know that whatever you want to achieve, it might require work, it might require time, but you know that it's going to be worth it. Because eventually what you have here, it's definitely the outcome that you were envisioning, the thing that you wanted to see manifest. And with your work and your work alone, without the help of anyone else, you're able to achieve so much. And after this big achievement, we actually notice that it's just the beginning, because you have ahead a world of possibilities here. Let's look more into what this tower moment is taking out of the picture and what is going to happen next, together with these options that you will end up with. What are they and how they are going to shape your future? I'll be continuing this reading in the extended video, and you can find the link down below in the description. Alright Libra, let's start looking into your three major events that already fell on the table Actually, we have one more card there, and I'm not gonna um, put it back. So, first of all, I do get a very special card for you at the bottom of the deck, which might not be familiar with you, but I definitely wanted to show it to you because it's actually very positive, beautiful card. Now, this card is called the Winged Boar, and it's very specific to this deck right here. And what it symbolizes is something that it's comparable to winning the lottery, something absolutely major that has the potential to change the world as you know it. So we definitely have a message here saying that your 2020, it's going to be greatly impacted by a specific event that can only bring abundance to you, can only bring way more than you can ever imagine, that you can never dream of, because this is something that it's completely out of your world, out of your universe. And it's something that definitely feels like a dream coming true. So I love this card for you. I'm really wishing I was a Libra because it's really like winning the lottery. It's something that happens, if it ever happens, once in a lifetime. And a lot of people don't even get to experience this. And so I'm really, really happy to see that that's happening for you. Now, of course, let's see. 2, 3. Okay. All right. So, the last card that really wanted to come down on the table is the Ace of Cups. And as you might know, this is a beautiful energy that talks about new feelings, new connection, overflowing of emotions, a lot of love, and definitely the start of a new relationship. Now, what we see from this card is definitely the beginning of something, which could be with someone who you don't know yet, or someone who you have been thinking about and hoping for. The reason why I say that it's because of this Winged Boar. With this card, we, as said, receive something that it's much bigger than what we could have ever imagined, but at the same time, there is some sort of wishing for something here. It could be wishing for a specific person or a specific and very detailed event and situation, or it could be just wishing for a general message, a general way of feeling in a specific situation. So with this Ace of Cups, we have something brand new starting with someone who is going to be your perfect match, the lovers. This is the first event, the first thing that we see happening for you. A beautiful connection, a strong, powerful, deep connection with someone who really feels as though they are your soulmate, they are your twin flame, someone who you have a very important soul connection with. Could be someone from the past, past life, someone who feels very familiar to you. Now, again, my mind keeps going back to this Winged Boar. This could be someone famous, someone who you have dreamed of, who you maybe have seen videos of. It could be at any level. It could be very popular videos, music videos, movies, or it could be just something on Instagram, something on YouTube. Someone that has some sort of audience. And again, this could translate in a lot of different things. It can be a huge audience, or it can be a couple people. It really doesn't matter. What we see here and connected with this card is that this person is someone that feels unreachable. And right here, instead, we see how they are so crazy about you And this is a shock. This is a full surprise for you. Just because in your head, you thought that someone like this could never fall for someone like you. And again, I want to say in your head because we often are our worst judge. We often fail to see how beautiful and unique and important we are. And so I want to keep saying that this is just your perception, the way you've seen things. But regardless of your perception and your idea around the situation, this is someone who sees you and falls for you right away. I do get from this card love at first sight immediately. There is something, some sort of connection that it feels right and it feels powerful and it feels in a way also destructive, because everything that you have seen so far, everything you have experienced, everything that you think you know in a certain way around you, it's going to completely change because of this connection. It might also be someone who lives farther away from you and someone who you will have to travel for, go to places you've never been before, see things you've never seen before, being around people that perhaps you have never thought you'd be around. This is major, and I keep repeating certain words because I definitely want to convey the message that although this is a beautiful connection and that's all that matters at the end of the day, this is bringing a lot of other changes into the picture for you. And the most important thing that it's bringing, though, it's balance. It's someone who wants to unite forces with you and share something beautiful, create something beautiful. And so one important thing that I'm getting from this card is empowering each other and making sure that you are both well taken care of. This is I get a very gentleman energy from this card, regardless of their gender. But this is someone who knows how to be charming, and they open the door for you, they bring you flowers, they express their love. Ace of Cups is also about expressing yourself 100%, not holding back anything here, and just letting all that emotion, all of those thoughts, feelings, and love up to the surface for everyone to see. Nothing to hide. I just love this person, can't do anything about it. Now, we see that another major event, in my opinion, and these two cards came in another reading as well, so I do not remember the sign at this point, but if you look quickly in the previous readings before this one, you see these two cards appearing. So make sure to check out that video as well, because the two messages might be connected. This might be the other side. There is someone here with the Five of Pentacles that is feeling sad because of this new connection that you're having. Perhaps it's someone who you were spending time with right before this event happened here with these three cards. And definitely someone who had a lot of hopes and expectations from you. Now they really see that you are on a completely different level. You are transitioning in a brand new world completely. And they feel deep inside, they see clearly that they will never have a possibility, a chance with you ever again. At least this is what they're thinking in their head. And so because of that, they feel isolated. They feel as though they will never find someone like you. The whole world doesn't have anyone comparable to you. And I do get the sense that this person feels cursed. Like, I never see what I want to see. I never get what I want to get. Things never go well for me. I've had the possibility to be with the perfect match for me, and now they're gone. I definitely get all these frustrating feelings and thoughts coming from them. But there is nothing at this point that they can do, because you departed, you are somewhere else. And I do believe that you will stay there for a long time, and mainly because these cards are way too powerful to describe something that perhaps happens for just few weeks, few months even. That's something that will last for years, not even just 2020. And so this is something that will in a way impact you though. It's showing up because this is an event that will bring something to the table. Bad, good or bad, doesn't matter. And I do believe that you will have to handle the situation at some point. I do see you having to do a lot of work in between these two situations, these two worlds. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is showing us someone who is definitely skilled and who has the situation under control, but the smallest change into this picture could tip the scale, the weight, in the completely opposite way. So it's very important here what we see, because this person is trying to multitask and perhaps hiding certain things. Maybe this is ex-partner, someone who you were with even when you started this new connection here. In other words, this person might have some secrets that could ruin this new situation. This doesn't mean that it will happen on that or that they will be successful at that. We just see you having to handle opposite energies, opposite situations in order to keep everything balanced, in order to keep the situation balanced. So again, it's nothing, I don't get anything bad from this, but it's definitely something that you will need to keep an eye on, because hey, what you're getting here is winning the lottery. It's something major, and you need to make sure that you don't miss this opportunity, because again, some people never experience something this major ever. And so you need to make sure that you take the needed steps in order to preserve this and make it grow, because it definitely has a lot of potential to grow. Now, I want to look more into who this person is and how they will change life for you, but also want to see more into this Five of Pentacles, this person from the past, and see what potential risks they could bring into the picture. I'll be continuing the reading in the extended video, and you can find the link to the video down below in the description. Scorpio. Beautiful, passionate, sexy Scorpio. Let's look into 3 major events that will happen to you in 2020. Oh, this card wanted to come out. Let's grab 2 more. One and 2. Beautiful. All right. 2 Kings. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. I was getting the message that these might be 2 different people, could be 2 different completely opposite situations, and with the 2 of Pentacles, I do believe that that might be the message. We have the general energy here being with you for the whole year, showing us how you have 2 major options around you, and you will need to make sure that they are balanced in between them. I don't see you making a specific choice. I don't see you choosing one and rejecting the other. I still see you somehow being strong enough in order to handle them both at the same time. So let's look more into what these options might be. The first one that we have here is a very important event where you will get to know this King of Wands right here. The king. Let's look a little bit more into what the King of Wands brings to the table, who they are, and what they might want from you. The King of Wands can be a player. It's someone who has a very important vision, a leader, someone very confident, someone who is very shiny. They have a shiny personality, someone that feels very strong and very, very passionate. I do sense that this might be someone from another country, someone that maybe just speaks different languages. Definitely someone very passionate about life, and in this case about you. They can achieve a lot in their lifetime, and they're really always capable of the bad and the good. They can shift really quick between chaos and control. So this is a moment where you will meet this King of Wands. I do get the sense that you don't know neither of these kings yet. This could be someone at work as well. Maybe your boss, someone who you see on a regular basis, that perhaps now you will see in a different light, or someone who will start in your office or in your work environment and you never met before. You will perceive their passion. You will feel their passion towards you immediately. Although, depending on the environment, they might not be able to express that yet. Deep down inside, you will feel this connection. You will feel that energy coming from them towards you, because it's gonna be like a train. It's gonna be absolutely amazing, to be honest, because this is the kind of passion that you see in movies, kind of passion that also sometimes can bring distractions in movies, of course, but that everyone dreams of. A very uplifting energy. I don't get anything bad or dangerous from this at all. Also someone who is able and willing to stand up for you. Someone who brings to the table not only the possibility of having a beautiful connection relationship, but someone who can really upgrade your life in a way. I don't know why I said that, but that's the word that came up. Someone who can make changes, can help you making changes on a lot of different areas into your life. So this is the first person, and immediately with this person, we have a time right here where you realize that perhaps in between the two of you, there is a lot of potential. There is a lot of potential in this connection. And again, not just because of the love part that we were talking about. There is something major that they're bringing to you, which might not be related to the relationship itself. Maybe moving into a beautiful house, a beautiful villa, moving to a city where you were really hoping to move to. There is an upgrade into your life that this person and this connection can bring to you. Now, I'm saying that this is a love reading, this is a love connection, but honestly, this could also be two different type of work jobs that will be available for you in 2020. Please interpret this message as it best resonates with you, because it could be both things. But regardless of what this is, the first one, which has the same suite as the king right there, it's definitely going to make you feel as though you have a lot of potential right now. There is that spark, that new feeling and awareness that life is beautiful and you can really achieve anything you want in this lifetime, in this world, and it's going to motivate you a lot. It's very intense energy. And especially we see you being bold here, going for it, and developing a very strong willpower. This is beautiful. But whenever you thought that you had it all figured out, that you had everything that you wanted for, you have your vision, you have your plans with this person, with this job, with this new opportunity, here it comes a different one that it's going to at first brings some instability into the situation, mainly because it's something that you were not expecting, not because it's something that it's going to bring instability per se. So King of Cups, we have a different energy, similar in terms of passion, but this is more romantic. This is perhaps, if these were jobs, this is the software engineer, a developer, something that builds something that an architecture, something that has a use for other people, house, airport, roads, anything really that is of use for other people. Whereas the King of Cups is art, is expressing how you feel, expressing your emotions on a piece of paper, in a song. It can be that sort of energy. If this was a person, this is someone who perhaps doesn't have a plan like the King of Wands does, but it feels very romantic. They just follow their heart. They just go places without knowing what the ultimate outcome or the ultimate destination is going to be. As long as they follow their heart, they're happy and they go for it. It feels more like a movie here. Going, jumping in the car and driving nowhere for hours, maybe for days. It feels more like an adventure. And as we said, these are both good, and this is not bringing stability. It's just now making you feel as though perhaps you don't know what you want anymore. But again, from this Two of Pentacles, I don't believe that you will have to choose. Perhaps you will be able to do both at the same time. And if these are people, perhaps you will be able to get to know each one for the whole year without having to decide for one or another yet. So let's look more into these two people, two opportunities, two energies. Let's see if we get more information about them and how they will shape your life into the future. I'll be continuing this reading in the extended version, and you can find the link to the extended video down below in the description. Welcome, Sagittarius. Let's pick 3 cards for you, and these will be the 3 main events that are going to happen to you in 2020. One beautiful card already came up. Let's see what else, what other messages and cards we get for you. One more. Ugh, too many. Last shuffle. Alright. The cards are really vocal for you. Alright, so the first one that we have is the card at the bottom of the deck. And what you see here is the main energy that is going to surround you for the year to come, 2020. Now, usually this card can symbolize feeling stuck, feeling as though you're not going places, you're working towards something and then you never see the results. But given what we have next here with these 3 events, this is definitely not going to be the case. And so we go to the other message from this card, which is new point of views, a new perspective on life, on situations that so far you've seen them in a certain way, but now instead something is happening here which will give you a brand new knowledge, a brand new awareness, and you will be able to see things as you've never seen them before. The reason why that message belongs to this card is because usually the Hangman, as the word says, is upside down. When you're upside down, you see things differently. Same environment, same elements around you, but something changes within you and you see all of those things, elements in a brand new light, in a brand new way. And often life, if not always, it's mostly how we react to things more than what actually happens around us. And this is exactly something that it's going to change within you, how you're reacting to certain situations. And I do perceive this a little bit as the Tower card, just because there is something fundamental that is changing within you. The Tower is mostly and often about things changing around you outside of yourself, and then you have some repercussions also within yourself. But in this case, instead, I do get the same message regarding what's coming from within you, what lives inside of you. A fundamental change, a new way to see things. And this will probably happen also because something major is going to happen to you with the Nine of Cups. Now, we all have dreams. We all dream about specific things in the future, specific people around us, specific situations. We close our eyes, go to bed, and we keep thinking about certain things that we wish we had around us. Even when we are content as human beings, we always strive for more. We always look for other goals and new things to achieve. With the Nine of Cups, you have all those wishes, all of them coming true. You have a time here coming up where something you have been hoping for, wishing for, it's going to be right in front of you, right before your eyes. This card brings a lot of satisfaction and extreme happiness. You see, in fact, right there in the distance, the sun. And the sun is all about being happy, is all about feeling positive, feeling the warmth and the love of life, of the universe, of all the people around you. Every single element around you is just emanating love for you, and you're receiving it. You're happy. You're absolutely excited to be alive. Now, with the Nine of Cups, we were looking here for a major achievement. For a major event, and what this card brings is a major achievement, a life-changing achievement. And what a beautiful way to start a year. This is something that you need to be prepared for, mainly because as anything life-changing, it requires some work as well. But what we see here is also the fact that finally you will able to sit down and start enjoying some of that hard work. Start seeing the results and enjoy what you have in front of you. And also, this is a very good time for multiplying. Whenever you have a major achievement, whenever you reach a goal that you have been hoping for, wishing for, working towards for a long time, that's the time for you where you can multiply that event and that major achievement in other areas, especially if they are connected to this, but they don't have to be. You can just look around and you have that power, you have that knowledge, even if it's just temporary, where you're able to just channel that energy and that achievement and achieve other things around you. Make sure to make the best of this moment right here, because it's going to be beautiful. It's going to really come up as a surprise, but it's going to last a long time for sure. You're very close to the end of a major cycle here that perhaps started, if not weeks, months, maybe years ago. And now you're almost there. You're almost able to have everything that you've ever wanted. Right here, you have the first few achievements, but you have one more step to go. And what you are going to experience this year, it's going to be even more beautiful in 2021, in the years to come. So I would definitely be excited about what we see with the Nine of Cups. Now, with the Nine of Swords, we definitely have a pretty strong energy that is showing up here for you. I believe that this is someone that has an obsessive idea about something. Let me see. I do see the swords, someone who is very protective of something or another person, someone who doesn't see obstacles, or at least they don't care about them. In a way, this person is blinded by this need that they have towards achieving something, towards having someone. Now, since we've seen how you are just achieving a major goal here, I do believe that this is someone around you that is really determined to be by your side and to just make you fall in love with them. I do get that message right here. This could be someone impulsive for sure, and they jump from one place to the other. They just want everything and they want it right away. So they definitely have their eyes on you, and they're willing to do anything that it takes in order to conquer your heart, in order to have you in their life, and in order to build something that they wish it will last forever. This is someone who perhaps you already know, who perhaps you're aware of the fact that they are in love with you, and for some reason this connection is still not starting off. There is something that it's blocking this energy, that it's blocking this Knight of Swords, and the more obstacles they see along the way, the more powerful that energy becomes. This, given also the fact that we see you having new perspective on life, might be someone who in the past might have lied to you or might have portrayed themselves to be someone that they were not. And now you see them for what they really are. And you might be rejecting some things about them, if not them completely. And this is putting them in a very complicated situation and position because they do not want to lose you. They do not want to give up on the possibility of being with you or growing older with you. That's the message that I'm getting. And especially now that you are seeing a lot of achievements around you, you're becoming even more independent. And this is giving you the power to understand that you don't need just anyone by your side, but you need someone that gives you everything that you need, not just 20%, 30%, but 100%. And so you are seeing things now that you were not seeing before. And this person is going crazy about that. We see a little bit of that message also with the next and third event that is going to be important next year for you. A brand new start. With a Fool, you will definitely have someone who is letting go of a baggage, letting go of something that is not serving them anymore. And I'm inclined to think that this baggage might be related to this person right here. I do get drama and not positive things from this card right here. Nothing dangerous, nothing bad, but definitely a lot of extra work that honestly you don't need and you don't want to have to deal with. Especially now that you see how powerful and amazing you are, you don't need to deal with that at all. So with a Fool, we have someone getting rid of that heavy baggage, letting go, feeling free, searching for something new. This is a life journey, by the way. Someone who is a free spirit, takes risks, and someone who has infinite potential. So this is great, and it's definitely a good way to get rid of the things that you don't need anymore. We see you achieving, we see someone around you going crazy because they feel as though they're losing you, and then we see this beautiful new journey that it's gonna be all about you, as it should be. The Fool is a very magical card. It's definitely has a lot of magic power, has a lot of beautiful opportunities. I don't know about you, but whenever I start a new adventure, whether I move somewhere or I start a new project, it can be scary a little bit, not knowing what is going to happen and what the outcome is going to be. But honestly, just thinking that anything around me can be possible, that alone is a priceless feeling. And that's exactly what you're feeling here whenever you're completely letting go of the past that doesn't serve you anymore. And with the power given to you by this Nine of Cups, you're able to start something brand new. I see for 2020 major independency for you. And I don't see you being alone. I don't see you not even being single, if that's something that you're thinking. It's just being independent. You can still be connected to people, be in relationships, be in love, being loved, and still being independent 150%. So this is a beautiful, beautiful message, beautiful year for you, Sagittarius. And I'm so happy to see this because you deserve all of this and more. I want to look more into what this Nine of Cups is bringing to you and how this new journey will shape your present and your years to come. I'll be continuing this video in the extended reading, and you can find the link to the video down below in the description. Welcome, Capricorn. Let's see 3 major events that might be happening to you in 2020. By the way, 2020, what a beautiful number. So excited to see what it's going to bring to all of us. So far, the readings have been so positive and so many beautiful messages, and I'm really happy to be able to channel this positive energy and convey the message all the way to you. We have the first card. Let's see 2 more cards for you. 2. Oops. The cards definitely want to tell you a lot of things. Yes, beautiful. All right. So the first card that we have is the card at the bottom of the deck, and it's going to be the general energy surrounding you for the year 2020. With the 2 of Swords, we have a research, reflecting, looking for clarification and contemplating for consequences of specific choices. Now, this could be a very profound year, a very important message right here, because deep down, you know that something major is going to happen into your life very soon. And this could really be on any level, any area, from love to a job, to a life-changing event, such as moving to a brand new place, to a brand new city, having a child, taking care of someone very important for you. So with the 2 of Swords, we have the preparation for that moment. Often this card is seen as making a choice, and of course, as a regular card, that's what my mind would have gone towards. But as a general energy, we have you gathering information, understanding, trying to understand all of the elements around you, trying to read all the signs. A lot of things that you see around you, they just don't look like coincidences. They seem as signs put there from someone, maybe from the universe, for you to understand what road to take, what path to take. And here you are just sitting there, gathering as much information as possible, writing down things, contemplating, doing the math, creating equations maybe, and just trying to make a sense of all of it. And this is great. It's a beautiful energy, a beautiful thing to have, because as soul beings, all we need to do, and the most important thing that we can do, is growing, is understanding how to grow, where to go, and how to be our best selves, how to be closest to our higher self. And you are on the right path for something major, for your purpose, okay? So this could really be anything, and it can be completely different from Capricorn to Capricorn, of course. So It's very important here that you know that what is happening in 2020 is bringing you closer to your higher self, closer to your purpose. And that's something that it's very important for all of us, because it's something that it transcends our lifetime, and it's something that it's going to just make us complete and feeling fulfilled as a being across time, across space. And it's great. It's going to make you come back on this planet and feeling more fulfilled, getting closer to your goals, feeling happy. Overall, this is great. I'm really, really happy to see this for you. Now, as the first card, as the first event, we have the King of Wands. I do get the sense that this is you. I don't think that this is going to be someone else coming into the picture for you. I do see you growing very fast this year. You will be in charge of something major, something that sees you as a leader. And this position is bringing you a lot of confidence. And it's absolutely normal for a Capricorn. This doesn't surprise me at all. You know how to achieve things. You know how to lead masses. You know how to lead people and how to meet their needs even before they know what they need. You're such a powerful being, such a beautiful and strong personality. And what I see here is that you have inside of you so much passion for this thing that it's going to be around you, and that you will lead, you will control with this King energy card here. Definitely an entrepreneur, definitely something that will put you in charge on a very major level, okay? Of course, I'm thinking and I'm voicing this thinking about job, thinking about career, but this could be also be becoming a mother, a father, a parent, creating something from nothing, having this vision and being able to absolutely manifest it in front of you. And that requires a lot of power. We often take for granted a lot of things that we achieve, a lot of things that we do. Even if like small achievements, we work hard towards them, and then as soon as we achieve them, next to the one we go next, we start thinking about the next one immediately. But I do want to stop and pause on all of the things that you already have achieved in the past years. We were talking about here purpose, and all of the things that you have done in the previous years really are and took you to a position today, to a place today that will give you the power and the ability to become a person and to embody an energy which will be very established. Absolutely something major here. I do get that message, and I hope I'm conveying it to you as clearly as possible, because I do see you in charge here. I do see a lot of responsibilities for sure, but definitely a lot of excitement and passion for something that you will be in charge of. And some people could be scared for such responsibilities, but not you. Absolutely not you. This will inspire you, will motivate you to do even more, to achieve even more. You are fearless. You're not scared about responsibilities at all. So I'm happy to see this. I see you in your element, and there is no better thing than being your own element, because we all want different things from life. We're all different, and this is what you want from life and what your call is for sure. With the next event, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is, again, not surprising, a very hard work energy. very consistent, very responsible, and someone who finds power into the routine. Okay. So I do see this achievement, promotion, becoming the head of the family, that thing that we were just talking about so far. And what I see next is the hard work that it requires. And this makes perfect sense. I see you as being a lighthouse for people. I see you being very abundant, very committed, reliable, trustworthy. Definitely a great friend, a great partner, a great boss. So this is beautiful, and it's really showing us how quickly you're growing, and how, although the Knight of Pentacles moves slow, coming from the King of Wands, and after seeing the context of the situation, I honestly couldn't be happier to see this progress right here, because it's really not about speed. It's just about being consistent, and consistency often brings speed in a different way. You see other energies moving faster, but then the end results might be much less than what the Knight of Pentacles can achieve, because this is consistent. And by moving slow, you are making the right choices. You know where to go, you know what to do, and you're making the right decisions. And so even though you were moving slower, you might reach the outcome much faster than anyone else. Beautiful, amazing. What we have with the next card is something that definitely relates to some sort of an emotional connection with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, I get the sense here that it's definitely someone. It's someone in person, or someone sending a message to you, a very emotional time coming towards you, a happy surprise, someone you did not expect coming into your life, and here they are, offering you everything you've ever wanted from them. Definitely someone you know, definitely someone you care for. You like this person, you love this person, and you wish for something beautiful, a beautiful connection, a beautiful life, family with this person. One thing that I haven't mentioned, this is not in order of time. These are just 3 major events that are going to happen. And this Page of Cups could be coming before the King of Wands. Someone expressing all of their love to you, saying, hey, I adore you, I love you, I want to be with you, I don't care about anyone else, let's do this. And the reason why I say these things without the doubt of someone holding back is because this person is almost naked. Clothes in cards can symbolize some sort of walls, some sort of holding back and not protecting themselves, you know? In this case, instead, when someone is almost naked, or naked in certain cards, it really means that they're honest, raw, just, this is who I am, take me or leave me. And this person right here, it's beautiful, beautiful person who really sees you for who you are, who you really are. Whereas some people might see you as called to focus on work, this person instead is perhaps similar to you, perhaps another Capricorn or Earth sign, or in general someone who values people that put in a lot of work into something in order to see the results. They value the fact that these people are just willing and ready to do anything that it takes in order to see something coming to life. They love that. They love that about you. And also with this with this Page of Cups, we do get a lot of intuitive messages, which is taking me a little bit back to this Two of Swords as we were talking about earlier. You have this intuition inside of you that something major is going to happen this year. And so with the Page of Cups, we almost get that 1111 messages around you, all the time. You are on the right path, Capricorn. This is beautiful. This is a time where you will have the ability to grow a lot and to show the world who you really are and who you can really be and become. And who you can become is beautiful. It's an inspiration. It's something that it's so positive on so many levels, not just the material one, not just about achievements. This is almost like those people in history that people will never forget, just because what they have done was so major, so life-changing, not just for their life, but for other lives as well, that you had that sort of energy around you for 2020, and it's absolutely beautiful. I would like to see more into this King of Wands position that you will find yourself in, but also this Page of Cups. Who is this person? Do you know them already? Will you meet them soon? And how they want to fit into your life in order to be able to build something beautiful with you. I'll be continuing this reading in the extended version, and you can find the link to the video down below in the description. Welcome, Aquarius. Let's look into 3 major events that are going to happen to you in the year to come, 2020. Let's pick 3 cards, and each card is going to give us a message for that specific event that we want to know about. Let's do one more shuffle. Let me mute my computer so that it won't distract us. All right. 9 of Wands, the Sun, and the Empress. Oh, wow. Perfect. Definitely a positive messages ahead for you. So, the 8 of Pentacles as the general energy surrounding you for 2020. This is a year where all your hard work will pay off. 8 of Pentacles is someone who is still working towards something. It's still trying to achieve a goal, achieve something. And the good thing is that that time that you've spent hoping for this thing to materialize right before your eyes and not seeing the results here yet has passed. Right now, instead, you have beautiful results. I'm not even saying seeing some results, but already major ones that are going to motivate you and making you feel even stronger and even more inspired to continue and pursuing your goal, pursuing whatever it is that you're working hard for here with the Eight of Pentacles. We have you getting better and better at something, and you're focused, you are dedicated, you're committed, and you're very confident as well, because with this card, it's not anymore about luck. When you get to the 7 of Pentacles, you have someone who's putting the seed into the ground, but at that point, they don't know if it's going to turn into a beautiful plant or not, because it's not all up to them. You have the environment, you have the soil itself, the weather, so many things, and you don't know yet. So you need some luck on the 7. But with the 8 of Pentacles, the luck is not involved anymore. Now it's all you. You're in full control this year. You're in full control of what is happening around you. And you know how to manifest something that for you is clearly important. Now, with the first card, we have hard work for sure. Positive one though. Something that you're passionate about. Something that you are happy to work towards. 9 of Wands. You are giving your all here, and you have beaten down the competition. such a strong person, such a strong being here, very committed to their goal. So this can really be anything that it's important to you, anything that you're working towards, whether it is a relationship, a family, a house, a job, anything that it's important for you that you have been working towards for perhaps the past year, if not longer. Right here, you have a realization moment where you just look around and you're like, wow, I have achieved so much. I still have one more challenge to finish the cycle for sure. But you can already take a break here, look back and see all the things you have achieved, all the competition that you have beaten down. And so you know that you're just one step away. And don't get me wrong, with the Nine of Wands, we can have someone who's feeling a little tired, for sure, a little exhausted. But you are so close to the end, which means that soon you will be able to move to the Nine of Pentacles, to the Ten of Pentacles, for example, where we will see someone who's just enjoying the fruits of their labor. And at that point, it's just about enjoying your legacy, enjoying the result of your hard work. And so here we just have that realization moment, which is going to be important for you next year. Looking back and seeing how much you have achieved and how strong you are, okay? And I do know for a fact that you are getting close to the 10, to the end of the cycle, that perhaps you will instead get there because of the sun energy that is coming up here. As we were seeing and with the Eight of Pentacles, we were saying how the Seven of Pentacles needs some luck, depending on the environment, depending on other factors. Certain things might not happen, certain results might not come up and show up into their life. But what they needed right there, it was fuel, it was other elements around them from the universe perhaps that would help them achieving their goals and getting where they wanted to be in life. And all you need in order to do that, especially in this example here with the flowers, it's the sun. From the universe, you have very important protection. Perhaps someone who you've had in your life and now is not there with you right now, with their body at least, or just some ancestors from the universe, something it's coming down, some sort of energy coming down towards you, melting into your reality and really supporting you in this endeavor here. So I do see a beautiful time right here where you have and you will feel the happiest you have ever been in your life. The sun gives you joy, gives you even more motivation to keep going, success, filled with energy, and it's definitely a lot of light right here, which is bringing you growth, expansions. So with this, we do have some sort of achievement, but what you realize here is that you can achieve even more and more and more. And this is absolutely great. I've said this in a previous reading. Whenever you achieve something major, make sure to multiply it. That mind state and that energy that we find ourselves in whenever we manifest something, we achieve our goal, really has the power to take us even farther. Because at that point, we have the ability to manifest more and more and more, because that's the energy around us. And so you need to take advantage of it. And with the sun, we just see how dark moments have passed. This is just about light. It's just about positivity. Just about knowing exactly what you have around you, 100%. There are no more doubts, no confusion, not knowing how things are going to go. This is absolute clarity, and especially because you will be in charge of this. I see the independency here. You are able to just shape your future and your present immediately. You will feel as though life is good. This is what you will tell yourself. Life is good. Yes. Happy. Fulfilled. Positive. Nothing but good feelings here. And since we were wondering and we were asking for events, this might be something in particular that is happening to you in 2020, which is bringing the sun out of the clouds. And one thing that also is showing up here, which in my opinion, again, it might be a specific realization within yourself, comes with the message of the Empress. We were talking about the sun a lot, and with the Empress, we have spring after winter. So we still have that sun energy, that positivity and beautiful protective energy coming from the universe. It's being all around you, perhaps for all of your life. But right now, for some reason, for something that is happening here, you're able to see it. You're able to experience it 100%. And you're able to manifest out of it, to multiply out of that energy. Open yourself to possibilities. Be kind to yourself. And also right here, we have someone who realizes that it's not anymore about working towards that goal right here. I do get the sense that with this Empress, we have a third event, realization, important moment, where you will stop thinking about this goal, thinking about achieving it. Here, instead, you have perhaps people working for you towards that goal. You have the possibility here to just focus on yourself. Now you're able to enjoy life, to enjoy everything that you have achieved so far, and to share with the people you love. In charge of yourself. Everything that you were really hoping for and working for is coming to fruition with the Empress. Very abundant. Perhaps you also have a message here about pregnancy. Being really able to build a family, to build that vision that you have hoped for. And of course, children can be a symbol of a lot of different things. Can be actual children, or it could be just the realization, the creation of something that is important for you, regardless of what that is. Something that you want to manifest, something that you worked for. And so evolution right here, development, taking care of your body and being beautiful, being sensual. This is a very powerful energy, and you will experience it within yourself, but also the people around you will see it and will be so attracted to this. Now, I want to look more into what it is, this last challenge that you have to work for in order to get from the 9 to the 10, and how the Sun and the Empress are going to shape the years to come, not just 2020. I'll be continuing this reading in the extended version, and you can find the link to the video down below in the description. Welcome, Pisces. Let's look into 3 major events that are going to happen to you in 2020, that are going to shape and impact your year, perhaps even longer than that. I want to receive 3 cards, and each card is going to show us one of the events that are going to be important for you. Too many cards. All right. 1, the Hermit. Oof. Page of Cups. And this card wants to come out. Page of Wands, 2 pages. All right, as the general energy for the whole year, we have the Lovers. So, as you might know, this card is absolutely positive, beautiful. And it can mean 2 different things, and I'm gonna tell you about both so you can see which one resonates to you, for you, the most. The Lovers could be talking about meeting and spending the whole year with your soulmate. Someone who really feels as though they're a perfect match with you. And although there might be some conflicts, as it's normal with soulmates, you know that this person will be there for the rest of your life. They will always be there for you, regardless of the challenges, regardless of what you go through. The lovers, you have a true partner that brings balance into your life, even if that means that you had to go through some unbalance together. It's hard to understand, but in order to get to the balance that the lovers wants to bring to you, we have to go through challenges sometimes. But you need, in order to make this card successful, this energy successful, to have a clear vision inside of you. Because regardless of what is happening around you, between you and this person, with the lovers, we have an energy that it's meant to be, and that it's going to happen unless you do your best in order to block it, in which case it will happen in another life, in another lifetime, or in another timeline. And so this is the main energy that we see here. But this card can also be talking about a very important choice that you're going to make in 2020. A choice that can change everything around you, can change a major area of your life that perhaps does need some change at this point. This is aligning to your values. Maybe leaving some things behind in order to be true to yourself. And honestly, there is nothing better than realizing what you really are made of and what you really want from life and fighting for it. Even though sometimes that might mean that you have to leave some people, some situations behind, because perhaps they're not good enough for you. This is all about finding alignment within yourself and perhaps with someone else as well, depending on how it resonates with you. With the first card, a very important time and moment for you that it's going to happen in 2020 is the Hermit. You are going to reflect a lot, even if that means detaching a little bit, as we were saying, from certain people, certain situations, certain words that people are saying to you. Maybe they keep saying them to you. But with the Hermit, you're just silencing all of that energy out. And you're able to isolate yourself in a place where things become more clear. And you might find yourself in that place for 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, maybe months. It really depends on your situation. But the most important thing that we see here is you becoming wiser by isolating yourself in this place and finding all the answers that you needed to find. The Hermit often examines the actions around them, the actions from the past. How did I get here? Where could I've been if instead I took that other path? Who could have been instead if I said that word to that person, if I traveled to see that person, or if I let them inside of my heart, if I was vulnerable and I made this happen instead of blocking it out. And now these are just random thoughts that come to mind, but I definitely have someone who is taking some time here in order to understand a situation better, in order to understand the consequences of certain actions and certain words. And this is going to be absolutely helpful for you, because clarity is power, knowledge is power. And when we live in confusion or live into the what ifs, that it's not going to take us anywhere really. And so you have to take this time with the Hermit, this major event, major time that you're going to have to go through, in order to make a game plan Because once you get out of this, and you absolutely will, you will need to be ready this time to do really what it takes in order to get where you want to get in life. So this is important. Don't be scared about isolating yourself a little bit. As long as you make the best of that isolation, of that time, that reflection that you're going to have here, you're going to be absolutely fine. And especially, you're going to be successful. Keep in mind that this Lover's card right here is absolutely beautiful, beautiful energy. Regardless of the fact that this could mean you choosing to be with someone, or you choosing to just align to your values, perhaps leaving someone behind. It doesn't matter. Often we're afraid of what we're losing, or we think we're losing, and we don't realize that by removing something from our life that might not be really good for us, we might make room for something instead that it's perfect for us. We have someone major coming into your life 2020. Page of Cups. Someone that is going to tell you something that will give you a brand new perspective, that will make you see things you haven't seen before. Now, I'm sensing from this card with the Page of Cups, someone who is already watching over you, whether you know them or not. If you don't know them, it's definitely someone who sees you online or who has friends in common with you and is asking information about you, for sure. And they're not coming from a place of wanting to gossip about you, not at all. This is just someone who admires you instead. We have quick emotions coming in right here. And this card is telling you be open to new ideas, new concepts. And this can really connect to the Hermit energy, because you will experience the situation in a way that you haven't experienced before. So this is good. It's bringing a new chapter, a new wave of emotions, of love, perhaps self-love as well. And so we definitely have a happy surprise here, a happy message coming in, something that, since it's showing here, it's going to have a great impact on your year. This person really has good intentions. This message will really bring a lot of positivity, a lot of emotions to you. Something that perhaps will happen to you, or something that is happening to someone around you that will impact you in a way. I do see text messages with a lot of emojis. Definitely someone who feels very warm when they think about you. And they just love your name. They keep repeating your name. Maybe trying to meditate, trying to manifest you. They think you have everything that they can ever wish for from a person. They love everything about you. Your hair, the way you dress, the way you move, the way you walk, the way you talk. And they're willing to give up everything that they have. This Page of Cups doesn't have much. They just have that ball of love. It's all they have in life. Or better, it's the most important thing that they have. And they're giving it to you. It doesn't mean anything at all unless I share with the person that I love, which is you. Who is you? And here it is. Take it, and please don't hurt me, because I'm really putting my heart on the line here for you. So I love that Page of Cups. It's really bringing a lot of love. It has really the potential to make you feel in ways you haven't felt before. And I'm happy to see this, because it also connects with this Lovers card. Someone who really feels as though they're the perfect match with you. and they're willing to do anything that it takes in order to manifest that love, that connection. And whenever we have someone who's willing to do anything positive that it takes in order to be with us in such a loving way, this is something to cherish, something to be happy about. And I do, since we have the lovers, this feeling will be mutual. It won't be just them saying, hey, we're perfect for each other, and then you're instead thinking, no, who is this person? I don't like him. So this is good. And with the next card, as a third event that will be very important happening to you, we have the Page of Wands, which talks about exploration. The Page of Wands talks about being confident, feeling free, feeling excited, feeling as though anything is possible, anything is achievable. And so I do get the sense that this connection will empower you a lot, will really give you a lot of love and, in a way, independency. We do see someone here who is a free spirit. And so we have that kind of love and connection here that can set you free. Often we end up with people, situations, relationships where the people that we have around demand a lot of things from us. And then instead, other times we have connections with people that just empower us, that support us, that are a real partner, a real team player in a way. And this person is really there to cherish you and lift you up and giving you tools and things that are going to make you feel really powerful. And not just for weeks or months. This is someone whose energy will last for a very long time with you if you allow it. With the lovers, that choice that you have to make. This is an exciting time. With the Page of Wands, we have that, again, another realization where you're thinking to yourself, I never thought that a connection with someone could make me feel so independent, could make me feel so free, and at the same time, could make me feel so attached to someone who is so loving and so caring. This person right here is not showing up as someone old or mature, soul-wise, of course. But at the same time, is someone who knows what's important. And they know how to work towards make that important thing grow every single day, consistently. And so just look at the big picture here, because other than the fact that these messages are really beautiful and positive for the 2020, we definitely have a beautiful change that is going to be a life change. And this is exciting, positive, beautiful. Definitely a connection that will give you life, will make you feel excited about being alive, wanting to create more and more, maybe create a family, create anything that it's important for you. You know that you have all the tools and the power to do so, and you have the support from a very loving and caring partner. So you just need, with this Hermit, to take some time for yourself and resetting your priority, understanding what's really important for you, because the events that are coming afterwards can be life-changing, can be really important, but you need, as always, to be ready to receive these gifts that the universe is sending to you. And I want to look more into this person. If this is someone you already know, if this is someone who's in your life already, and how overall they will change 2020, but also the years to come for you. How this connection and relationship will change life as you know it. I'll be continuing this reading in the extended version, and you can find the link to the extended reading down below in the description. I want to thank you all to check out this video. I really hope that the messages that you found today were somewhat helpful for you. As you heard, I have all the extended videos linked below. In order to see them all, just make sure to become a Dash member. You just need to click on the join button underneath this video, and if you don't find it, because I think on mobile YouTube is not showing that button yet, I'll just add the link underneath this video. Make sure to leave me a comment, a like, subscribe if you haven't already. As you seen in a post, in the community post that I left for you a few days ago, I got a report from YouTube that in 2019 I've got from you 3 million views, over 3 million views. And I've said this before, I know, and I just want to repeat it because I want you to know how grateful I am for you trusting me with all these messages. Often it really becomes sometimes scary, to be honest with you, to having to share certain messages and bring some clarity into situations that sometimes are not that easy. But I'm really happy to be able to at least try to help out in certain situations. And it has been a very beautiful year for Dash and also outside of Dash. I always wanted to make more videos, but I wasn't always able to, just because life happens. Work has been really busy. My goal one day is to just grow this channel so much that this is all I'm gonna do. So we will see, maybe in the future. So far, I just want to express my gratitude and tell you that I really love you so much, and I'm really happy that you entrust me with these messages. I will making more videos in 2020. I want to not only make readings, but I also want to start creating meditation videos, soul coaching sessions, discussing specific topics, how to overcome some issues, how to navigate into this crazy life. And I also have other people that will join me for these videos. Big plans definitely for 2020. And I really hope that the Dash family will grow bigger and bigger, stronger and stronger. I'm always ready to read and receive all of your feedback. I try to read all of the comments. Sometimes there's so many, I just can't, but whenever I have time, whenever I can, I will try to read, to reply, and to just make you feel part of a family, the Dash family, which is not just about readings, it's not just about being able to deliver these messages, but it's definitely about creating a circle of people that know what it means to go through certain things in certain situations and can maybe help each other out into finding solutions, finding clarity, finding answers. Just like a family, often you feel pain for someone else's issues and events, but what you can do at that moment is just try to help out with your knowledge and say, hey, maybe you can try this instead, and perhaps it's going to solve the situation. And when you see someone solving something that was major for them, also because an advice that you gave, a different point of view that you offered, is just so rewarding. And that is the main reason why I have ever started this channel in the first place. And I hope that you share that vision and you help me out in the comments or whatever, in order to make us all feel as though we are in a family and in a digital way, we all care for each other. I want to thank you so much, and I really wish you the best year possible, a beautiful 2020, hoping that it's going to give you everything that you have wished for and more.